I'm Chet Udell, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about getting started with the eMersion hardware. So the very first thing you need to do is go ahead and take your package contents all out and just check to make sure you've got everything. My eMotion hardware, or the eMersion system, is going to look slightly different from yours because at the time of making these videos, I'm still using the beta prototypes. Basically the main difference is these charging ports are turning into USB ports, and just a couple small things that I will bring up when I get to. But for now, this is the eMersion fuse, and it's the thing that all of your wireless sensors, your emotes, are going to communicate with. This is the thing that is a charging station, and what I mean by that is your USB ports. You should just go ahead and be able to plug in your emotes to charge right here when the battery is depleted, and then you can take them off and then go. So the very first thing, let's go ahead and take your fuse. There's a metal peg on the back, and this black thing right here is your antenna. So what you can do is go ahead and mate these two, screwing that in there. Bada boom, bada bing. You got it. So, don't torque it on too tightly, but it should be snug so that it doesn't unscrew itself. The next thing is go ahead and take a look at this side of the board. There should be a metal USB port right there, and your kit should include a USB cable. So go ahead and plug in the small side of your port into that cable, and then put the large end into the USB plug of your computer. I will go ahead and do that now. Okay, and you should momentarily see a couple of the green lights blink. You may see a green light stay on, you might see a red light stay on, you may see a green and a red light on, or in this case, no lights. And the lighting pattern when it first starts up is beyond me. I don't know why any pattern starts on a given day. The important thing is that it is blinking green when your emotes are communicating with your device, and we'll go ahead and get onto that right now. What I have in my hand, and again this looks slightly different from the emote you will have, especially if you have enclosures, this is the eMotion Twist, and the Twist is it has no plug-in ports on the top, and instead of charging pins, you should have a USB thingy sticking off, USB port sticking off the back. So the next thing you should do is grab your lithium-ion battery. This is the battery right here, and it has a white port that plugs right into this white thing right here. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. And if it doesn't power up, you should see there's two buttons here. 1, 2. These little black things. The bottom one turns your device on and off. The top one actually mates. It synchronizes with your particular fuse. So each fuse, this thing, comes with it on its own channel, its own unique program channel. And so to get the emotes to communicate with its channel, you will press the top button right here, and the light will begin blinking green. And you will also see a corresponding green blinking light on your fuse. And this means they're communicating together and all is well and happy. Let's go ahead and make sure for our gold sets or the expansion packs, you'll get an accelerate, which has a 3-axis accelerometer, plus your plug-in ports are all on the top here, and that's what makes it look so different from the Twist. And so again, you'll just go ahead and mate the lithium-ion battery. Again, it may be blinking red, or when I program these things up, I try to make sure they're synchronized already, so it might already be blinking green. But just turn it on and then give it a good press on the top button anyways for good measure. And this too will be blinking green. Now you can have both of these on at the same time or off. It doesn't matter in what order you turn these things on. The only thing that really matters, I suppose, is that you make sure none of the emotes are on before you plug this in. So step 1, plug in your fuse. Step 2, turn on all of your emotes and make sure they're synchronized with your base station. You shouldn't have to press the top button to synchronize them every time you use it. It saves it automatically. So if it's blinking green, you don't have to worry, and you really shouldn't have to do that but once, the first time you use this. All right, if even that. All right, the next thing is turning on your software, but I'm gonna go ahead and save that for the next video, and this will be on the Digital Data Workstation, or the eMersion_DDW application, and if you click on that browser, that will start the next video to get you started with the eMersion hardware using that workstation. Thanks.